Welcome back, guys. Today is my first video game review, and as you know, I'm trying to do some different things with the channel, show some of the other things I'm actually really interested in, not just wrestling, but the movies, the manga, and today is going to be my first video game review. Now, what I want to happen is I'd like to eventually do a Let's Play video where I play through a video game, maybe once a week or something like that, and start another playlist on my channel. But for right now, I'm not really sure how all that works with the copyrights and what you have to do for all of that. I assume it's okay as long as you do the commentary for the game. So I'm going to try and do those too in the future, but for right now I figured I would just take a game and review it. I have an enormous video game collection, probably twice my DVD collection. And it's just full of different games, different systems. Majority of it is Nintendo, and I guess I am a Nintendo fanboy. However, I do not condemn other systems. I don't say, oh my god, you don't play Nintendo, you suck, or anything like that. In fact, I would actually say the opposite, that right now Xbox, PS3, probably at the top. Yes, the Wii sells more copies, but for myself, who is a hardcore gamer, it's definitely not Nintendo's area right now, but hopefully that changes in the future with the Wii U. However, I also own the portables, the Game Boy Advances, and the DS's. So today I figured I would talk about The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the Nintendo 3DS. I picked this game up probably when I got my 3DS around September. Or actually I think it may have been August last year. Now, they did that big price drop where you could get a 3DS for cheaper. However, if you bought it at the original price of like $260, you could get like these free games on the shop or whatever, these Super Nintendo and NES games. Well, there was no way I was going to pay that amount of money just to get some old Super Nintendo games and regular Nintendo games. So if you were lucky enough, certain Walmarts actually had the 3DS on sale before it went into place. So you could get the 3DS at the new price drop and get it online and get the free games before the sale actually went into effect. So yeah, that was a great time, and I was able to get the Super Nintendo games, the regular Nintendo games, all that stuff. And really, I didn't buy any 3DS games. Like I said, this game here is the only one I have for the 3DS at the moment. I do plan to get some more. I plan to get Mario Land, Mario Kart, and all of those. I've got a gift card for GameStop for like $80 that I have had for almost a year. But it's just hard to find time to go get these games and play them all. So yeah, this is the only game I bought. And getting the free Super Nintendo games and the free regular Nintendo games, I've just spent so much time playing those, Fire Emblems and Zeldas and all that stuff. It was a great deal. But as far as Ocarina of Time 3D goes, most people know this is one of the best games of all time. It is one of my personal favorite games of all time, and it's really hard to see, but it's just an awesome game. It was originally for the Nintendo 64, and I thought the port to the 3DS was pretty much perfect. It is in 3D, and the graphics are definitely an improvement over the original. The only differences, though, in the actual gameplay is you can use the 3DS when you're shooting the slingshot or the arrows. You can use, like, I guess, the gyroscope, they call it. Where you can aim with that. However, I don't find that very comfortable, so I still use the classic analog stick aiming. However, it is an option. You can do that. And the only real difference in the actual game is the water temple. They made the water temple much easier to navigate through. It glows, and you can see where you got to go. And it's so much more easy. Like, it's so much easier because the original Water Temple is considered one of the worst dungeons in the entire Zelda franchise, and for good reason. It's a pain in the ass to get through that place. However, now it's a breeze, and I like the improvement. I think overall this is a great game if you're a 3DS owner, and I have to also say that the only reason this is one of the only games I have is I got the 3DS before Christmas, and for anyone who has a 3DS, there wasn't anything to buy besides Street Fighter 4, this game, and maybe a couple others. There was really nothing out there for 3DS owners. Christmas came, we got Mario Kart, now we have Resident Evil Revelations, we're getting Kid Icarus, we're getting all these great games now. But when I first had the system, there wasn't anything else I wanted besides this. So I got that, and also the cool thing about this is once you beat it, you unlock the Master Quest, which is actually a harder version of Ocarina of Time, and it's kind of like a mirrored version, so the dungeons are they're just backwards. But that is a cool incentive to play through the game and then you unlock something, and Master Quest was never officially released in America, so it's an awesome thing to have for American gamers who didn't get it with the Zelda collection for the GameCube. So I definitely have to recommend this game, especially if you've never played Ocarina of Time. You cannot get a better version now than this one. This is the premier version of the game. So if you have a 3DS, I would definitely look into picking this one up, and if you've never played it before, you definitely need to pick this one up. But that's my review of this game. Just awesome. One of the greatest games of all time. You can't go wrong with that. So I don't think many people would disagree. It's a perfect game. Everything about it's perfect. So that's my review of this game, and I'm going to try and do these every week. So I'm going to start a new playlist on my channel today, and at least once a week I'm going to throw out some new video games. And like I said, my collection of games is huge, from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube. I have hundreds of GameCube games, tons of Wii games, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, all that stuff. So I'm going to be doing reviews for all these different games, and hopefully once I figure out a little bit more on these Let's Plays, I'm going to start doing those also. So I hope you guys like this review. Leave your thoughts on it in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you out there to everyone who has subscribed, and that's it. So thanks for watching.